It's time for Outdoors Bound with George Noliff. Sponsored by Kubota of Lynchburg and Tony's RV.
Outdoors Bound this morning. So it's love in a can. It starts with deer, and then hunters get involved, and then a group of folks who care a lot about it take over. And when it's all done, it's given to families in need. Our George Noliff shows us how hunters are helping to stamp out hunger.
That is the sound of love. So's that. And so is that. And it all starts with this.
I love it. That's why we're here.
So what is this labor of love? Well, it's turning deer donated by hunters into meals for families who need a little help.
To see these people that just have a passion for taking care of helping other people and all the efforts they put into it is just phenomenal. And we know that ultimately we're going to give somebody that's struggling with hunger or facing food insecurity an entire meal in a can.
Those bay leaves are in that one.
The bay leaves are in there.
Gary Arrington leads Hunters for the Hungry, or H4H, in the Blue Ridge region.
The biggest thing we tell people, we need deer, we need dollars.
And it's his good work with the help of government and other groups that turns those deer and dollars into a bridge out of poverty for families.
Yes, sir. It's a blessing to be partnered with this group.
That's the intent, really, is to feed the families, take care of the people in Bedford County with resources from Bedford County.
What do you think we got here, roughly? Out of your 12, we had 12 or 1,300 when we started.
You probably got 1,000 pounds.
1,000 pounds?
Usually H4H collects deer from hunters and has them processed and then sends the meat to food pantries. But this time, something different. Love in a can.
Then we put the cap on it, and Logan is over here capping them.
Donated deer are being turned into cans of venison stew. Families fighting their way out of poverty have kids to take care of and jobs to work. Having dinner that can just be heated up and served, well, that can be a blessing of food and precious time.
All the people have to do is open the can and heat it up instead of having to spend a lot of time preparing, which someone may or may not be able to do.
So for 2 days, volunteers chopped and ladled and canned, thanks to the Bedford County Cooperative Extension Service and the New London Cannery.
Broth?
2 scoops of stew and then topping it off with the broth.
And this is a critical point of the stew processing.
And they turned all of that into
About 1,100 cans, yep. Somewhere around there. That's just phenomenal.
1,100 meals for hungry families in need, 1,100 cans of love.
This all started with a conversation between myself and Gary about venison and the ability to can it.
One of the hardest things that feeding programs tell us that they need, it's essential for small children, for brain development, for the elderly to maintain healthy bone structures, is high protein, low fat red meat. And so this is a God-given, renewable, natural resource that provides that without any additives.
Love in a can, pretty cool, huh? How y'all doing there, folks? That venison stew is going out to various food pantries around the region. Brandon, it's going to help a lot of people.
And George, we've been doing our part here at WFXR, trying to help with food insecurity, major problem in the region. So how can we encourage viewers to get more involved?
Well, first, if you're a hunter and you harvest an extra deer, donate to Hunters for the Hungry. They'll get it processed. You can also donate money. Now, we've put a link to their webpage on the Outdoors Bound page of WFXRTV.com. That's our webpage. This was a team effort. You had Hunters for the Hungry, the Bedford Community Health Foundation, Bedford County Cooperative Extension, Bedford County Parks and Rec, and the Virginia Department of Health, all of them looking for volunteers. So there's another way to help out. And area food pantries, well, they need help too, so you can volunteer there. A lot of ways to help the hungry here, but this is...
It takes a village. It takes everybody.
It takes a village and a can of love.
Yeah. All right, George, thanks.